Man, what up, though, gang? This your boy Prince Rob back again with another reaction. Man, pretty much, well, on our first order of business, bro, we was at 26 subscribers. Last time I checked, we at 29 right now. Man, shout out to the 3 new subscribers, man. Welcome to the Imperium gang, you know what I'm saying? And today, I'm pretty much reacting to it's hilarious to even say it, but white on white crime in America, right? And it's a video by Antonio Speaks. I subscribed to bro a couple weeks ago. I want to say like a week ago, because you know what I mean. He got a couple dope videos for sure. Make great content, man. Go check him out. Give him a like. You know what I'm saying? Give him a subscribe if you like what he got going on over there. But yeah, man, bro, be having some dope takes on you know, a lot of subjects. So you know what I mean. And I wanted to react to this because I saw what happened on the news with dude Charlie Kirk, whatever his name is. I don't really know about him personally, but I figured he's one of those, you know, MAGA faithful, you know what I mean, Ben Shapiro, you know what I mean, like them type of nigga, you know what I mean. So I already know what comes with him, but yeah, just watching the news and watching everything that surrounded, you know what I mean, the situation was kind of funny, you know what I mean. And I just want to throw in my little 2 cents. So we'll dive in, gang.
That assassination was the result of the climate of hate. But only I said the chickens came home to roost, and which means the same thing. Climate of hate means that this is the result of something. And when I said chickens coming home to roost, I said the same thing.
September 10th, 2025, while speaking at a university in Utah, Charlie Kirk got clapped. Now you may ask, Antonio, how do you feel about this? And my initial reaction was,
You strong, B? Niggas get shot every day.
Get shot every day, B.
You strong?
You be alright.
You be alright, nigga.
maybe I'm just desensitized to murders. I grew up with so many classmates that didn't make it to 21, you know, 25. You know, they never got to experience life. So why should I be over here dwelling about a racist white man who didn't like me? You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just give another analogy. Back during slavery, slaves were not supposed to mourn over the slave master. Like, you don't gotta be happy, but to be sad is crazy. Now, a lot of the arguments of people defending Charlie Kirk are stating how, you know, he was just killed over his opinions. These were political views. Political views?
If I see a black pilot, I'm gonna be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
Why did you say that the civil rights?
Hey, yo. Hey, yo, bro. Hey, yo, bro. Excuse me? Pardon me? What you mean? Don't you got to go through qualifications to become a pilot? You know what I mean? Like, don't you got to go through you know what I mean? Take classes, take tests, you know what I mean? Go on test runs, you know what I mean? Before you actually, it's not like you just wake up and they'll be like, hey, you look like you could fly a plane. Get over here. Hey, yo, bro.
I didn't say that. I said it was a mistake.
Wow.
Jesus.
That's crazy. I wouldn't be here. That's trouble.
Jesus.
If I'm dealing with somebody in customer
Hey, that's a smart young man. He's very knowledgeable. We need more knowledgeable young men like that.
service who's a moronic black woman, I wonder, is she there because of her excellence, or is she there because of affirmative action?
When blacks in America did not have the same rights they had today, they were less murderous, there was less break-ins. Why is that? And the data shows they were actually better in the 1940s. It was bad, it was evil.
Hey,
yeah, y'all want me
yo.
to feel sorry for him. And it's just crazy because the moments leading up to
Bro, y'all be conflating statistics, bro. And I hate it, but we're gonna keep going. I ain't gonna make the video long.
It was poetic. I don't mean that in a good way poetically, but Charlie Kirk was asked a question about mass shootings in America.
How many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
And he replied with a racist dog whistle comment about gang violence. Seconds after that, he was gone.
Counting or not counting gang violence?
I don't know how to feel about that. Because technically, yeah, gang violence or whatever got to do with it, but I think we can all agree the majority of mass shooters are not pointing no fingers, man, but I think we can all answer that question ourselves.
Now, to add icing on the cake, guess who took the life of Charlie Kirk? It wasn't an immigrant, it wasn't a black man, it wasn't a transgender, it was a young white male. But hey,
Hey, and they was so mad. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't You know what I mean?
Black people are the violent ones. Not to mention that same day, there was a school shooting in Denver, Colorado. And guess who the suspect was? But we the violent ones. Unfortunately, as a young black man living in America,
Right, okay. I want to speak. I will speak on it right now because it's gonna bother me. I hate that the way people use that statistic of that because there are less black people in America. 13% of the population, that we're more violent or whatever because there are more of us, whatever, in jails. But really, I believe the statistic is there are actually more black men in college than there are in jail. But we're more disproportionately represented compared to our population as far as incarceration. I think I said that right. You know what I'm saying? So that means, like, we all know the truth about what's going on, bro. Most black people live in the hood, bro. And y'all know how, you know what I mean? Like, we're not going to sit here and act like the past wasn't real. Like, 300 years of slavery, all that, you know what I mean, racist, prejudice, shit that, you know what I'm saying, all that just disappeared and magically black people are just these horrible people that magically exist in America. You know what I mean? We're not going to forget redlining, how black people were forced to live in certain neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? The MAGA faithful like to say, people like Charlie Kirk like to say, well, why don't black people just get their stuff together and pull themselves up by their bootstraps? Or some retarded ass statement like that, right? Excuse me, YouTube. Some remedial statement like that, right? So, bro, you can look throughout history where black people have done that, right? You can look at Tulsa, Oklahoma, right? The bombing of Wall Street. There's countless, like, literal documented things in history where black people have gotten their communities together, been on the right shit, and then literally white people, not all white people, but the same motherfuckers that tell you pull yourself by the bootstraps, literally come in with guns and bombs and blow up and burn and shoot and destroy everything. So I'm sure to a certain extent, black people are like, hey, bro, every time we do this, you know what I mean? It's like the big bad wolf, man. How much longer are you gonna keep building the little huts before you get tired of this motherfucker blowing down one and blowing, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get fatigued, bro. You know what I'm saying? You get fatigued. And as far as the statistics thing, right? Bro, the same could be said about white people. White people lead in violence in America because they're the majority of the population. So most of the violent crimes that happens in America is actually white on white crime. You know what I'm saying? Which even that statement, black on black crime, is crazy because, bro, when you go to China, who the fuck you think is committing crimes in China? Chinese motherfucker. You go to Mexico, guess who robbing, stealing, and killing in Mexico? Mexican niggas to Mexican niggas. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna do crime where you live, bro. You feel me? That is just an asinine argument if you ask me, but I'm just rambling.
I cannot feel sorry for Charlie Kirk. But there are a lot of people who are crashing out behind him.
I am Charlie, and I will not be silenced, and I will talk until your ears bleed.
Jesus Christ.
Okay? I am Charlie Kirk, and I will not be silenced, ever.
Jesus.
You will never silence this white girl.
To the left.
What?
If it's war you want, it's war you're gonna get.
Hey, yo.
And it's war you're not gonna want to.
Hey, bro, what? We ain't got nothing to do with it. I feel like all this hate is directed to us. Gang, we ain't got, you know what I'm saying? We was chilling. We was minding our business, bro. We ain't do nothing to bruh.
It's time we rise.
This is such bullshit. I've never been so pissed in my whole life. I just murdered Charlie Kirk right here in Utah.
God damn.
I'm so freaking pissed right now. This is bullshit. I just saw blood squirting out of his neck. I love that.
Is bruh in front of a Walmart crying in front of his camera, bruh? This is a grown man, my guy. This is a grown man that pay bills, probably got kids, a wife. You know what I'm saying? My guy is outside of a Walmart looking at his phone, fake crying, recording himself, right? My guy. So after the video, like I want to be outside this. I want to be there like live. After the video, bro probably just, okay, end record, send, puts it in his pocket, then just walks away like nothing happened. I bet money. I bet money, man.
You would have been our next president.
Boy, if you don't get dog, this is actually sad. Like the parasocial relationships nowadays is bad. Where was this outrage a couple weeks ago when the kids got killed at a school? Like what? And to be honest, race aside, Charlie probably would not give a about your kids getting killed in a school shooting. This is what he had to say.
I think it's worth to have a cost.
Thinking about playing D&D online? Here
No.
are 3 things you need to know.
Oh yeah.
1, no setup needed.
I'm okay, Sheldon.
Unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year.
What?
So that we can have the Second Amendment to protect.
Hey, what a coincidence. I think we need to honor Charlie Kirk and understand his death was an unfortunate gun death that we needed to have.
Protect our other God-given rights.
Yeah.
And another thing, Charlie literally was a fan of the way that he went out.
And this is my other problem with death penalty. It takes too long, too many appeals. It should be public. It should be quick. It should be televised. By the way, I would.
Jesus Christ. Hey, what they be saying, bro? Life and death is in the power of the tongue, man. You hear me? Watch what you, well, what they say, watch what you think. It becomes your, watch what you say, it becomes your thoughts. Watch what you think, because it becomes your action. You feel me? Big dog, you was asking God, the universe, and he answered. Shout out to God. I feel like that was a prayer answered to God. The man said it himself. How he want to, you know what I'm saying? Man, shout out to God, bro.
Totally tune into. And you know what? I want to watch that execution. That'll make my day better. I want to see him on a public block and get him be publicly executed. You think children should have? You should see it. What is the age? What age should you start to see public executions?
16. I think you could do it early.
That's wild, bro. That's wild. I'm on story time, right? So, like I said, I was born in Africa, right? So, third world country, whatever. So, growing up, you're introduced to death like very early, bro. Like very, very early. You know what I'm saying? You if it's not something your parents explain, this is something you see in the real world. Because where I come from, bro, gang, I hope they still don't do it because I ain't been to the crib in a minute, but bro, they do like public executions, gang. You know what I'm saying? Like if they catch you like touching on a little kid or doing some, you know what I mean, doing something crazy, like you harm somebody, whatever, they're not taking you to jail, bro. The mob is literally just gonna get around you. Everybody gonna beat you with sticks and whatever, you know what I'm saying, throw rocks at you, put a bunch of tires around you that way you can't move around, and dump a whole bunch of gasoline, then hey, watch you run around for a couple seconds and then, you know what I mean, drop down and just turn into ashes. You know what I'm saying? And literally this is happening in the middle of the street. Kids are walking around, standing around, staring, you know what I'm saying? And nobody's doing anything, bro. Even the police be sitting there just looking, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro. So I was introduced to death like at a very young age, bro. I still remember like, especially like whenever they would have like political riots and shit, right? I still remember my neighbor, bro. Like I saw my neighbor get his head cut off, bro. Like in real life, you know what I'm saying? Like me and my cousin was staring out the window, bro. You feel me? You could hear all the riots. You know, moms was like, hey, be quiet, you know what I'm saying? Like act like nobody's in the house. We got all the lights cut off, you know what I'm saying? And we peeking through the window, and literally our neighbor, they used to sell like goods outside his house. They were hacking dude down in the middle of the street, bro. You feel me? Like the next day, you could literally see a puddle of blood in the sand or the soil where he died. And I was probably like, bro, like 6 or 7, right? Yeah, 6 or 7, if not, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I say that to say this, like, I don't think that's something we need to subject to kids right away, especially not that early, bro. Yeah, you know what I mean? Whatever. By the time you're in high school, you understand the concept of death, but I don't know, bro. I think that's some shit that you wanna, you know what I mean? You wanna wait till later on, because it's different, especially like seeing a human being die. It's a different game.
I think you maybe at age 12, whenever 6th grade or so.
And you got some people walking around saying he was the second coming of Jesus. Now I will say this, y'all, just as a human being, seeing that clip of Charlie Kirk on the 10th, bruh, I ain't gonna lie, it ruined my day because I don't feel like the human experience, we're supposed to see anyone pass away, especially that violently, you know? From the shot, I knew bro was gone. It wasn't no he critical condition. No, he was gone after that goddamn shot. And it did something to me. You know, I put myself in the shoes for a moment, race aside, because I am a father. I'm a young father of 3. He is a father too. But like I said, death doesn't excuse you from your actions. And just going through the digital footprint that he left behind, man, I'm not gonna say he was asking for it, but bro, the energy you put out is the energy you receive. Malcolm X broke it down perfectly. And then at first I was like, yeah, man, his kids was there seeing that, and I do feel bad for them. But where was the grace for us? I'm gonna tell y'all a story of what they used to do back in slavery. I know y'all don't want to hear slavery, yada yada, so whatever. I don't care. You gonna hear this. So when slavery really first got started over here, man, like those slaves were so rebellious. Like they used to always, you know, they kept fighting. They had that heart. So what they ended up doing was coming up with a strategy to break the slave and to break them from ever doing it. So they would take the biggest and baddest and like the most problematic slave, right? They would get all the families, kids, children, women, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, no grace for us, right? Gather all of them up. They would grab the slave, right? The first thing they would do is tar and feather him. You know, hot, yeah, that shit, it burns. Next thing they would do, they would grab 2 horses, put the brother up in a tree, set him on fire, have one horse pull a leg this way, have another horse pull a leg that way. Everybody sees that. The mothers, they're gonna tell their children, oh, don't be bad, because that's gonna happen to you. That's gonna happen to you. Children and all. It was no grace for us. And even to bring up the point that Charlie said, yeah, the black people during the 1940s, they were less problematic. Yes, because
yeah, Brody, that's light work, gang. That's light work. Well, what he talking about is buck breaking, right? And that's another thing where when these conservative, MAGA, whatever you want to call it, speak down on the black community. Like, bro, don't get me wrong. I feel like we as a people need to be a little bit more responsible and hold each other accountable for certain shit, right? So like, all the idiots that be shooting up the, you know what I mean, our school, whatever, our little, man, y'all shooting up the neighborhoods, y'all making it, you know what I mean, where little kids can play at the playground because y'all having shootouts broad day, shit like that. Gang, we need to stop all that shit. And this coming from a nigga that was in that goofy shit, bro. I ain't no square ass nigga telling you some shit that I ain't, you know what I mean? All that shit is dead, bro. That shit don't make us no better, don't put us no, you know what I mean? If you out here taking penitentiary chances, bro, it better be to feed your family. Don't be out here just taking penitentiary chances so you can put your mama in debt once these people lock you up. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, what he's describing is buck breaking. So they will do a lot of, I know for a fact their letters are pretty much, it's called the Willie Lynch letters. You can look it up. It's, they're pretty much letters from this. He was during slavery, all the slave owners wanted to know, man, what's the best way to break a slave? Man, I've done everything. I've beat them. I've, you know what I mean, done this. I've choked. I've done everything possible, but they're still rebellious. How do I break them? So this guy wrote a letter, manuscript, pretty much on how to break a slave, like for generations to come. And pretty much what he's describing is you emasculate the man in front of his, you know what I mean, his woman and his children. That way, the woman is going to teach the child or the daughter to grow up and not need a man, because any second that father figure can be sold, killed, maimed, or whatever, right? And she protects her son by making him more feminine. Like, hey, you don't speak up to the master. You don't look him in the eye. You keep your voice down. You know what I mean? To protect him, these things. You know what I'm saying? So that is what he's describing. And like I said, if you look into epigenetics, right? Like I said, again, I'm just your local neighborhood, you know what I mean, hood nigga, but sometimes I like to learn, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you look into epigenetics, it's the study of how, you know what I mean, pretty much trauma and habits are passed down from, you know, parent to child, right? So like certain fears that you have will be passed down to your child genetically through your DNA. Your DNA is not this fixed thing that just stays the same. Your DNA is ever evolving in your lifespan, as well as, you know what I mean, once you transfer it to your kids or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Well, your genetic makeup, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you an example, right? So in my family, even my pops tells me this shit. There's a personal story, but he'll tell me like, bro, you don't want to drink too much because, man, that's something we, in our family, our bloodline, the men have suffered with, right? So man, I've lost a couple of my brothers that way. So I'm telling you the same thing. You know what I mean? Even my father told, his father told him, like, bro, this is something you want to watch out for. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I know, even for me, for a long time I struggled with. That's why I try to keep an eye on it, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully I don't, I'll try not to pass that down to the next, generation, whatever. But yeah, bro, so I don't want to ramble on too long, but
people get hanged for simply looking at somebody white. He supposedly whistled at a woman, and bro, like, just, I remember seeing the photo of Emmett Till back in the 5th grade, and I literally had nightmares. Like, I know that shit sounds crazy, but like that picture of him is horrific. Like, it's bad. I love Malcolm X so much because he literally has a quote for everything. That brother said, "We are non-violent with people who are non-violent with us." In simple terms, we give the same energy back. Y'all want to keep making these black fatigue videos and black people so violent, this and that. I don't care. I'm gonna do the same shit back. I be getting so many comments like of white people saying, "Bro, you're doing the same thing that they're doing. Like, you're racist. You're this and that." Whenever y'all go under their videos and give them the same energy and tell them to stop, it's when I'll stop, bro, because it's literally like a 1v fucking 1,000, bro. Like, it's so many negative black videos. Everybody think we just this and that. Nobody says a thing to them. The moment I do the same thing back, it's a problem with me. And even just with the jokes surrounding Charlie Kirk's death, I don't care for them, because guess what? There are literally whole entire meme pages made up of George Floyd. That man died 5 years ago and people are still bringing him up. He was a father. He had kids. He had a family. Where's the grace for him? But guess what? When it's a white Christian male living in America, the world's golden boy, they want you to feel sad for him. They want you to feel that. Bro, man, fuck out of here. And it just pisses me off. I see so many black people getting online crying about, "Oh yeah, Charlie Kirk had a family, he had a this and that." Bro, everybody got a family. Everybody got to check out of this place. But guess what? That doesn't excuse you from your fucking actions, bro. Or like, a racist person is cool because I understand, like, you don't like me, that's cool. But to see a fucking raccoon, a black person that's so for the white men and not for your man, oh my God.
This game,
right?
You're not ready for it.
Let me calm down, man. Let me chill out. Listen, I don't think no one deserves to go, especially the way Charlie did. Even me saying that, bro. And Charlie, bro, he literally was one of the main people that sparked me wanting to make this channel. I created this YouTube channel, Antonio Speaks, July 3rd, 2025. But I remember a week prior to me making my first ever video, I was seeing so much political content and mainly anti-black content. One of the first videos I seen was Charlie Kirk talking about how violent black people are. Like, damn, bro. And for him to go out to a white man, it's just ironic. Like, keep our fucking names out y'all mouth. We don't do anything. And mind you, y'all, even all of this stuff going on, it was a white man that did it. Why are HBCUs being targeted now? People are always trying to blame black people, man, but y'all always want our fucking sympathy. We don't do nothing to none of y'all, bruh. If anything, we kill each other. We have a problem internally, but guess what? They're still gonna blame us. And the reason it's like that internally is because of the systems that were set up.
Exactly.
Listen, bro. I need all my young black men, any black person in general. That's why I hate these diaspora wars, bro. Because, man, bro, I'm ranting. This video gonna be, I don't want to go too off topic. Look, man, I'm in my feelings right now. This shit got me emotional, bruh. But man, long live all the ancestors: Malcolm X, MLK, Fred Hampton, RP George Stinney, RP Emmett Till, RP everyone that lost their life trying to just fight for us, man. Just trying to be equal, bro. We ain't want to be better than nobody. We ain't want none of it. We just wanted to be equal. You know what I'm saying? You know, we've been dealing with this for years. They feel like, oh, this shouldn't happen to Charlie Kirk, bro. We've been dealing with this shit for years, man. Eat it up, bro. It is what it is. Niggas die every day, bro. Sad to say, gang. You know, we all gotta check up out of here, man.
Oh, God.
Damn, bro, I'm passionate about it, man. If y'all want to see something similar to this, go check out my video on Charlie Kirk. This was before he passed away. I've been feeling like this. I ain't gonna change.
Hey, man, I'm gonna check out bro next video. Like I said, I just started following bro, and yeah, that makes sense. He just made his channel, and dude dope, bro. I see him taking off, bro, because the reason I clicked on this video, because I thought it was Duke Dennis made a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, is that Duke Dennis' brother, nigga? This nigga spoofing? But bro got some knowledge, bro, you know what I'm saying? So definitely check him out. And just to, before I close out the video, I'm gonna rant some more, bro, right? So how does it, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things I believe that if you're gonna bring up a problem, you also want to bring up a solution, right? So, man, let's get this one thing straight. This to the MAGA, whatever viewers. If anybody else, gang, you can check out from here. This is the outro. You feel me? But this for our fellow MAGA community members. Hey, man, do you know what makes America great, bro? Like, everybody make this bitch great, bro. From the Mexican homies, the Asian homies, you feel me? Man, the Samoan homies, the Japanese homies, the African, you know what I'm saying? Like, my nigga, Alaskan homies, like, do y'all be forgetting what's written on Ellis Island, whatever, the Statue of Liberty? That give me your tired, give me your hungry, give me your broken, something like that. I forgot what it say. I know y'all be so America'd out. Y'all know all these things, right? Bro, that's what made America great, right? Like, the ability to bring the best out of every single culture. That's what being American is. Because at the end of the day, bro, all of us immigrated here, bro. Whether we came on a plane or a boat, all of us is not from here. The motherfuckers that are originally from here, we ain't gonna speak about it. You feel me? We ain't gonna speak about what happened to us, gang. We gonna just close our eyes and pretend like nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? So we here, we're in the present, we can't fix the past. This bitch is for everybody, gang. This bitch is for everybody. Y'all make it too difficult to be in this bitch, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm gonna speak from an immigrant's perspective, bro. Bro, the thing I love about America, bro, is the fact that I can have my opinion and it's cool, and you can have your opinion and it's cool, and we can live with each other without having to, you know what I mean, butcher each other. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was giving you that example. The first time I saw death in my life was because of two political sides who are tribal sides not liking each other. So whenever one side wins or the other side loses, we butcher each other. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro. And another thing. Y'all be so Americaned out, right? But y'all want to support Nazis. Sir, that is very confusing. Go read your history. Nazis were the enemies. Nazis killed Americans. If the Nazis won, America would not exist. You know what I'm saying? Second thing, the ones who like to fly that Confederate flag and talk about, nah, it's just pride in the South and, man, it's just our ancestry, gang. Those were the rebels. The Union won. That is why this is the United States of America, not the Confederate States of America. Those are the enemies. You're flying enemy flags. I thought, there's this thing called treason, but I might be confused, gang. Maybe that somehow ties into America and making it great. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things confuse me, bro, but, man, I'm gonna save that for another video, bro. I've already talked too much. Hey, gang, this your boy Prince Rod. It's been a long video, man, but man, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next reaction, bro.
The way I feel because he gone, huh? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.